Hello, my name is Steve.
And I'm David.
And this is a special episode of the Otaku Network podcast. We have a guest with us today, a returning guest, Bridget.
Hi, everyone.
So that can only mean that we have dove back into Jujutsu Kaisen. I did the thing that I said I was not going to do, and I watched season 2, subtitled The Shibuya Incident.
Did you watch it in sub or dub?
I watched it in sub.
Oh, he got hot Nanami.
He got good Nanami.
I did, yeah. So season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen kind of sidetracks a little bit. We get a deep dive into Gojo and Geto's relationship with each other when they were co-students in Jujutsu High School. And it kind of delves into how Geto begins to question the societal norms of Jujutsu society that he's being presented to in the institution, and how he throws it to the wind and changes his goal, how he reorientates his priorities in regards to sorcerers and normal humans. So after this arc, we pretty much kick into what takes over the rest of the 23 episodes of the series, which is the Shibuya incident. Geto's ready to enact a plan to capture Gojo, because he knows once Gojo is nullified, then the cursed spirits can really kind of run wild and start ushering in the end of the time of normal humans. So long story short, they set up an elaborate trap in Shibuya on Halloween, use a whole bunch of people as hostages, lure in Gojo, and put him in a box. And then a bunch of other members of Jujutsu Society are sent in to help calm and resolve the situation. And priorities shift when they realize what has happened to Gojo. And all the confrontations that were set up in season 1 resolve in season 2, where we have Mahito facing primarily off against Yuji, and the devastation from that, including the death of a couple characters. And the end result, Yuji gets fed a number of Sukuna's fingers, empowering the trapped evil sorcerer thing even further. But Yuji, being plot hero, does eventually overcome it. But those that are around that are part of the plot know that Sukuna's coming. His time is nigh. And we are left off with them failing.
Miserably.
And them failing at a really, really steep cost. Tokyo is pretty much restricted as a no-go zone because of how much destruction and resonating chaos is emanating from the Shibuya center point. Gojo is still in prison. Geto still is alive. Though it was revealed that Geto has not been resurrected. He is, in fact, just being meat puppeted by some ancient...
What's his name?
Wasn't he like... He was like a corrupted sorcerer from like 1,000 years ago, wasn't he?
Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name really bad. But basically what he is that he is a sorcerer that turned himself into a curse because he craved power and immortality.
Kind of like what Sukuna did.
Yeah, and essentially, but
he's
he's
a lich in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, but the difference between Sukuna and him was that Kenjaku was Sukuna just wanted power and just literally wanted to fight for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Where Kenjaku...
He's like Evil Eye.
Kenjaku wanted power in a different way, and he like did horrific experiments on humans, specifically the wife.
Was he the one who did... He was the one who did the cursed wombs, right?
Yeah. Kenjaku is kind of like a different type of evil. Mm-hmm. He went as far as using others, specifically a woman, cursing her to have a cursed womb, to have these children, because his joy was basically like trying to create like more curses and seeing like how curses can be created, or do you just like have to become can you become a curse yourself, or are curses actually like created, or can you birth a curse? Yeah, and that was kind of the entire point.
That's where Chozo came from, right?
That's where Chozo came from, and that's where the other two came from.
And apparently Yuji, because they're brothers.
Is technically a curse as well, but he's
did spoil that.
But he's not a painting
No, they
curse.
did. They haven't explained it.
Yeah,
but Chozo was like, "Wait a minute."
Like, turns out we're actually...
I have a connection like I did with my brothers with this dude.
Yeah.
All right, brother, let's do this.
Pretty much. Kenjaku knows exactly how Yuji was created, but that is not elaborated on in this season.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get into that in the next season.
Yes, that will be in the Culling Game because there's a whole importance on why Yuji was specifically and why Yuji's family was specifically targeted by Kenjaku for a reason. And explaining why he's the only one that's able to handle Sukuna. There's a whole reason for that, and that will be in the Culling Games.
And from the very beginning of the series, there obviously had to be reasons why he had the super strength, et cetera, and why there was the strange mystery behind his parents and their whereabouts and not whereabouts, but necessarily their fate.
And the reason why the grandfather did bring up like several times why he didn't care for Yuji's mother, why he was very concerned for his son, and why he was very tight on Yuji living a very certain way.
He's like, you need to live your life to help other people.
Yes, and because he knew something that was going on that he didn't tell anyone else.
Also why he can be a vessel for Sukuna.
Yep.
Yes.
So, series ends. All hell has broken loose. Jujutsu Society is not necessarily destroyed, but from the point of the narration of the viewer, who Yuji is our lead character, he is now a hunted, wanted criminal because the Zenin family, which hates the Gojos, has decided to do the final nail in the coffin and get rid of 2 annoying stones with 1 bird. So season 2 was honestly
amazing,
pretty sparse. when it came to
she's heartbroken.
It's okay.
What did you send me immediately after you watched it, Steve?
Shibuya incident was a meeting that should have just been an email. It could have been done in 2 movies. They could have done the preamble, the 2.5, as 1 movie, just as they did with 0. And they could have maybe done a 2.5 hour movie with the Shibuya incident and got across all the important points.
I mean, they were having a lot of issues creating the episodes, actually.
Was during the Mappa strikes.
Yeah, it was during the Mappa strikes. Like, they were having a lot of issues even getting those episodes out. So the fact that we even got, like, the 2.5 was kind of a miracle, to be honest.
Yeah, but
like, there was so many strikes going on in that because, I mean, like, in fairness, they were not getting paid like they were supposed to.
They still don't.
I mean, like, they still don't.
Mappa is
like,
historically known as a terrible company.
Oh, yeah. I think
they make really good products, but through,
what are those corporations called? Black corporations?
Yeah, it's a black corporation. It's kind of a black corporation, yeah. So if we look at it, the Shibuya incident was 18 episodes, start to finish?
Yes.
So 20 minutes apiece, that's what, 300 and some odd minutes? It could have been...
roughly.
It could have been a 200-minute movie. A lot of it was unnecessary, I felt.
I mean, they were being manga accurate, though. Because enough people watch the series and more people, because anime is getting more and more popular. And it's not like the early 2000s where like they could get away with just literally creating their own series in anime and then keeping the manga to itself. Like they did with Full Metal Alchemist before the anime Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But now people are like, it's got to be manga accurate.
I think a lot of it was wasted time, wasted space.
I loved every second of it.
This is coming from someone who does not like combat heavy, like I don't care. The most interesting segment in the series, the animation that they did of like the hands doing all the weird like connecting and morphing.
Yeah.
Of Mahi, specifically when he trapped Mekamaru in his domain expansion. That looked so fucking cool. And then the rest of the fight with Mekamaru in the domain expansion was so uninspiring.
There's some of my favorite parts of the fighting bits in the season are definitely when Yuji lets Sukuna go ham in Shibuya.
When he was fighting Volcano Boy.
When he has the fire bow.
They pretty much wrecked half of Shibuya.
Yes, but his fire bow thing, just like literally how he just does this and it draws the bow.
That was nice animation.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
and I love how
detailed it was.
Fucking neat the animation is for the fighting.
What's the money shot?
Right.
Here was the thing that I noticed real quick, and I don't remember if I noticed it in the first season.
So you have to admit, Yuji's breakdown is fucking heartbreaking. After he realizes how many fucking people he killed.
It didn't feel that inspired. Because it was just...
You monster.
And there's Bridget and I like holding each other crying after Yuji fucking lost it.
The voice actor for Nanami cried.
Well, yeah, because he knew those were the last lines he was going to say.
A lot of them got really, really emotional.
No, it didn't impact me. I'm like, you didn't kill them. Sukuna killed them. They're like, all right, whatever, bro. It really did not affect me. I'm sorry.
You monster.
I'm not a monster.
How did
David
you-
knows how much I get affected by things.
How did you feel about Gojo and Geito's breakup outside of a KFC?
Which is now. a
Oh God,
popular
that
thing.
was outside of a KFC.
Yeah,
It
that
was.
was outside of KFC.
That is the most memed on fucking scene in 2.5 is them breaking up outside of a KFC. There's
I think what it showcased was the mutual respect those two had for each other.
Yeah.
And the fact that at that point, Geito was already a wanted criminal
Yes.
in society. And Gojo was like, I just want to talk to him because he left without talking.
Well, Gojo was also tasked to kill him too, and
Well, of
he did
course.
not do that.
Not for a while, no. Eventually he kills him.
not until 0.
Yeah.
It is important for you to eventually watch 0.
No, because I know the dude and the cursed girlfriend, which will show up in the Annihilation.
Well, Culling Game, but
Whatever. Well, the movie is, I read the synopsis of Annihilation this afternoon.
yeah. And
So I know dude and puppet girlfriend are going to show up.
Yeah, because she's
'Cause
considered the queen of curses.
Oh, really?
She does get labeled that.
the last Boogie Woogie.
Oh,
He's
that was so
perfect.
gross when he slapped his stump. I do feel bad that he can no longer boogie woogie. That fight was enjoyable and creative.
The fight itself is in the manga, but the whole adaptation they did for it is not. Like
Okay.
him basically having a magic girl moment with his favorite singer is not in the manga.
That was beautiful. I loved it.
But I think
the
they
one
asked for
frame when
permission
he's in
for
the
that.
sailor
And
uniform, it was so
Gege
beautiful.
gave them permission to
Yeah,
add that.
Gege's
so
like,
good.
heck yeah, give my boy the best boogie ever. And then they're just like, solid. And I love how Mahito is even just like, what the fuck is happening? When he sees the locket drop and there's Yuji and then this magic girl that he likes is probably like in her 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
the pop
even
the pop
Mahito
idol that-
was kind of just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
But it is cool watching beating Mahito's ass for a hot
Well,
minute.
kind of. They're not really beating his ass.
They're still beating.
Oh
the
no,
crap.
no, they're beating him to death, and he's doing it pretty successfully.
R.I.P. my girl Nabara.
Yep,
She did not.
perfect sassy queen.
She did not deserve
She
to
did
go out
not
the way she
deserve
did.
that.
Yep. But also, Yuji went sicko mode after that.
He did, and then enter in Toto, who's just like, brother, I'm here to save the day.
So the thing I noticed in season 2 that I don't think I picked up on in season 1, and it may not have been as relevant because season 2 was literally just all combat.
Mhm. He's
is
got a point though, Bridget.
How
I mean, that's the point of the
it
season.
truly feels like this, at least the anime, because I don't know how it was in the manga, has low expectations for the attention and or intelligence of its audience. Because at every aspect, it feels the need to keep over-explaining shit again and again and again. It does it at every opportunity.
I mean, that is just shoujo manga because
Shonen.
there's, I mean, sorry, shonen manga
I know.
because there's so much that's happening. You're gonna
We know
forget
what
stuff.
we know what domain expansion is. All of these characters have 2 techniques. It's not like it's Naruto where they've got 30 different techniques and we need to be re-explained how this variant of toad armor does a thing.
But Black Flash.
Black
Yeah,
Flash.
cool. 3 episodes of them saying it and then talking about it and then saying it again and again and again and again and again. We didn't need that. That was excessive.
Don't watch Demon Slayer.
I'm
Don't
not
watch Demon
going
Slayer.
to. I have no, it's never going to happen.
You'll be
Don't.
so upset. Don't watch it.
I'm upset already. So yeah, my end synopsis with JJK season 2 is it could have been a lot shorter. And there could have been a lot less down talking to the audience.
We can still like it.
I'll
So
just
the-
cry about it later.
So the entire reason why I broke my edict to never watch any more Jujutsu Kaisen
It's because he's gonna watch more Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah.
He's gonna watch the Culling Game arc because we're. Can I spoil it?
is for the next season of the Otaku Network podcast. David's choice will be season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let's go.
And while we're at it, our joint pick is season 2
Vigilantes.
of My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
You know what? I'll give you that. That was such a really good series. actually.
Vigilantes was a lot of fun.
Season 1 was amazing.
It was
Steve
so
admitted
fun.
that it was probably one of the best
It was a
shonen
really
animes
fun
he
show.
watched.
Well, it was our joint pick that season too.
Right. But you were like pleasantly surprised by how
It was
much
really
you liked
good.
it.
I enjoyed it.
I read the whole series when it first came out, and I was just like,
There's
"Oh
a lot
God,
to
I
that.
hope they animate this."
I
And
don't
then
know if they're-
and then when I heard they did, I'm like, "Say less."
Jujutsu Kaisen still stands as the better telling of Naruto. It's still fucking Naruto.
Oh,
It
Bridget's having an
literally
aneurysm.
is. This is the tuning exam.
I think my favorite meme is
When what's
the
his
meme
name just tries to destroy Konoha.
I think my favorite meme is the meme of everyone giving Gege shit about the plot line, and Gege having a legit panic attack about the plot line, going like, "This is not what I wanted, but how did it turn out this way?"
The power of friendship prevailing.
Because everyone's just like drawing him, like especially the artist making the meme out of it, like drawing him, and then all of a sudden going like him like pausing, going like, "Oh shit, no, it's the power of friendship. I don't want the power of friendship. I hate the power of friendship." And then turns out he wrote the power of friendship, and he's just like, "No."
It makes sense that Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 ends with now the hunted, wanted criminal act as we move into season 3.
That's why we get the Culling Game arc.
Heck yeah.
Of the 2 stories that happened in season 2, I assume 2.5 was more happy, or you liked 2.5 better?
Yes, Steve.
2.5 is interesting. The whole formation of Gato's change in perception.
The fact that he absolutely lost his mind.
He didn't lose his mind. It was telegraphed loud as day.
Well, yeah, because you already know he's a villain.
No. In the beginning part where they're transporting the girl who's supposed to be the new sacrifice for the dude who like controls all the barriers.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay. I can see why he's like, wait a minute, are we really good?
Well, I think because Gato isn't like really.
You know who I hate? Mei.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, we all everyone's in agreement with that.
Regardless of her being a shithead at the end of the series, when she was still on everybody's side and part of the quote unquote winning team, she was a terrible character design, and her little like sidekick brother sex toy, terrible too.
The whole point of her existence is to showcase how truly like awful the society is. I mean, like you know the society is awful given what happened in 2.5, that Gojo accepted everything that happened because he was born into that society, and he was basically bred to be a tool for that society. So he was kind of like okay with everything that was happening. That's why
but he's not okay with it.
and that's why he used Gato a lot as his moral compass, because he didn't know what a moral compass was. And Gato, like his family was part of the society, but not as in depth as their families are. Yeah. She was meant to like showcase how really deeply cruel and disgusting the society actually is, and how corrupt it is.
Because Satoru is the like product of basically a eugenics program in the Gojo clan, right?
Basically, because the whole point is that the person with that ability has to die in order for it to be passed on to another family member. But it's extremely rare for a family member to be born with both of the ability of the sight and the ability to harness the power for the sight. Because one does not work well without the other.
Yeah.
So Gojo was the product of that, and then they kept him as the golden child.
And then Sukuna has the strongest plot armor of all.
Yup.
Hi, I am just God.
Yeah, basically, because that was his goal, is that he just wants to fight the strongest sorcerer in existence and then fight some more. And then because no one has defeated him yet, he's like, I am God.
Yep. He's pretty much,
He's the less funny version of Laszlo from...
He is.
He is nothing. He is in no way related to Laszlo.
He just wants to,
he will never
He just wants to party and have a good time.
Live forever, fucking fight.
Yeah, he just wants to party.
Laszlo doesn't care about fighting. He only cares about fucking and making music.
And living forever.
Well, I mean,
Originally, Nanami wasn't supposed to be in Shibuya. And then Gege is like, we'll put him in Shibuya. He's going to lose an arm. I want him to die.
Wait, half his body is crisp.
Yeah, in an interview, he literally went through the cadence of just like, he wasn't supposed to be there. And then I'm like, you know what? He needs to be there. And then he went, you know what? We're going to make him lose an arm. And then he went, and then I thought about it more and more. And then I just got like really inspired by death. And then I just went, you know what? Let's just kill him off. And then I killed him off.
Nanami should be in Malaysia.
All right. Well, Bridget, thanks for joining us on this again.
Well, thank you for having me.
And thanks to listeners for putting up with my haterade.
Get used to it. He's going to be hating on it all next season.
Yeah, we'll see you next season with JJK Season 3. Other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified when we drop special episodes like this. And we will check you guys next time.